Down through middle. Amanek spamming this smoke, but he's not able to find anyone. The bomb's going to go down here. Kenny now arriving from this mid lurk. There's 3 players holding ramp though, and Kenny does get taken care of by Xantares. It's a 4-on-4 in the post plant.
Yeah, retakes on, and now the advantage back for G2 with a flash in. They can get on this bomb. They have a kit available. That smoke has left a big gap, a big area open, so G2 need to prioritize getting the kills before they stick that defuse. Kito's backing up. I love this passive play from Big, but it's going to get them caught, trapped in the back. Hunter with another, and the defuse is happening again for the second time. Tizian can't stop it, and Jax has the cover. Great shot from Jax, finding 2. Now the scout's been tagged from the early utility damage. Amanek, who laid that down, is still low, but luckily the kill is there for Jax. Trade through the smoke. Big trying to scavenge guns on this bomb site. Kenny's going to jump up on the boost. Perfect timing. Catches tabseN with his back turned and on the site. And if he knows that, it could be huge, but it goes towards short and does nothing. Xantares with some damage was denied by Kenny. Kito with a shot, and he's stuck in the clutch. He can't do it. G2 with a nice second round take in. It gets a bit dicey in area. Going to fight with the orb, but they're already pushed up very close. He realizes, but too late. Still hits a 2-for-1. tabseN down low. Kenny with a chance to escape, but he's trapped. Big pushing into this B site, trying to split it quickly. Kenny does have support. Nexa is pivoting like a genius, getting kills on the ramp and then killing construction players. Kenny survives for longer than he should, and now he shouldn't as Searson comes in on the flank. Big in a 2-on-2 with a bomb in the site.
Yeah, considering this was a 2-on-4, this is a huge turnaround for Xantares and Searson. Searson's holding aggressively over here towards CT, and while this is happening, Amanek is wrapping up through B ramp. Searson going to nail the shot onto Hunter, and Xantares is there at the very, very end as well.
We have a late mid split coming through too.
Oh, yeah. Jax and Kenny have actually dealt with the first man going in. Tizian was a little too far ahead for Kito to trade, and now the rest of G2 have quick rotated into this A bomb site, and they actually just start rushing the smokes. Jax takes down tabseN. Searson going to deliver here. There's a player going up and over onto the boost, and that's Nexa, who deals with everybody at the very, very end. He's having this B bomb site, and actually Amanek's going to come on in and join Hunter on this wrap. Tizian, who was holding for the first man in, does get the kill, but will he be ready for Amanek? 50 seconds and Big on the back of getting that kill. They're like, all right, boys, let's go back. You know, they just saw us going to B. They know what's going on, but I killed the guy flanking. However, there was 2 players pushed up down through. Kenny going to try and hold the line, gets smoked off, and he pushes through. He's looking to take the fight to Big, and Kenny nails the shot. It's all onto Kito in the 1v2.
Yeah, huge clutch for the young gun, but Kenny's going to rush him down, and this is what I talk about, Harry, when I say the chaos for G2.
Past it, so now they kind of realize, well, there's nobody middle, we haven't heard anything at B, and so the moment this utility comes in towards the A site, there's nothing discreet about it. G2 know this is the A play because they've already cleared mid, they're listening out at B, they didn't see anyone, and now they've dropped the bomb here at the B bomb site, leaving Big in a 3-on-5. This time they will be afforded the bomb plant at a bare minimum, but Hunter lines them up and knocks them down. Searson gets dropped through the smoke, and G2
played a BO5, which gets a Stralis. G2 managed to get 8 rounds in an entire BO5 grand final series, and it must be nice trying to do the same back to a different opponent now. Oh, it's getting dicey though. Guns are being picked up by Big as they trade kills up on this A ramp. A fast approach through the smoke, and it works wonders.
Big, they're still committed, they're still looking for this kill, and Xantares will get the trade, so we're into this 2-on-2.
But it could be around the Big steal from underneath G2.
Yeah, tabseN holding this short angle, smoke rains in, but tabseN's already up and past it, and he's dropped Kenny. This leaves Nexa now in a 1v2, does retrieve the kit from Kenny's body, taps the bomb. This is going to bait a peek eventually, and Xantares swings on up to take the fight, and that's because it is that way. Kenny's going to go aggressive over towards ramp, and oh no, Xantares isn't paying him any attention. But there's Searson getting some revenge. However, Kenny is also the man out for blood over here in the A site. Nexa follows up with another onto Kito, and while this is happening, you got sneaky little Jax coming in on the ramp flank. He shut down this bomb, and with it, any hope of winning the round. tabseN 1v3, 15 seconds. He needs to get a flurry of kills and retrieve the bomb.
No, he's pushed down. He's ready and waiting. The only man with utility, though, can't afford to pull a grenade out. He's got to fight for his life, and he has at least found one pushing aggressively, though, and tabseN was ready. Hunter can't afford to play aggressive. He's going to go for it. Flashed up by his teammate, and that's actually dodging flash from tabseN, rather, which blinds Keith.
It's certain death. Kenny has just gone round the corner, so Tizian is given a bit of room, and Searson spots this double short side take. However, Nexa, he's pushed the smoke. He's shut everyone down back in the site. Luckily enough, Tizian isn't going for it. Oh, that got worried for me for a moment there.
They defused like 7 of the 10 seconds, and then he got off. Right now, 2 and 10, having a slow start. He is playing the solo mid lurk versus Kenny, which is not a fun role to be in, but Big want to help him out. Double nade falling like flies. Searson's gone as well, and now Tabson's taking the route to Jax. He does get the trade, but that position's been given away, and G2 no Big have mid.
Kenny's already here. Oh, does try and cross into the site, and the timing's not great on that for Kenny. Keto's followed up with a frag onto Nexa, and suddenly, man advantage for Big. However, this bomb is rotating in through ramp, and Amanek, he could steal this whole round away. However, you ain't sneaking past Tabson. He's ready.
Or Coat. And that's nice. Big building into this game, right? We know it can be.
And when you look at it, Searson, you'll see like he's slowly but surely creeping forward. It's about to be the clash of the Orps, and Kenny comes out on top with the frag onto Searson. Now he's going to boost up Jax in middle and now look to vacate the area. Big setting up for a B play. And once again, Keto delivering an opening kill on this side of the map. And he has rotated into this position, and Jax has held his own over in middle. Keto snuck through this smoke, and Kenny's got absolutely no idea. He retrieved for Amanek. He's going to like to get stuck into this round, but Tizian sticks the bullet in him. Hunter, with the spray transfer, gets it down to a 1v1. Zantares, the last man remaining, and Hunter, he lands the shot, the flick, up on top of the double stack. G2, they're going to grab a 10th, and it's Hunter. Over here towards B, Tizian and Keto gonna have to try and hold the line. These nades have gone in, and they found a lot of damage early on. Tabson opens up with a kill. Amanek has gotten deep, though. And, a little flick with the Glock. A little two-piece from Amanek. Tizian still here, but Kenny is gonna find him. Didn't have the bomb, so they've just had to go back and get that. But, you know, that's a G2 classic. Searson has been allowed to deal with Amanek over here in middle, and now a 1v2 presents itself. He spots Hunter. Their chance now is Kenny's plugging in the numbers, but he just can't connect the killing blow. And they're teasing him. Searson nails Kenny. And now just Hunter left to find a 1v1. Searson, he's brought this down. He was 1v3 at the beginning of this round, remember? And he's looking to secure the pistol for Big. Hunter toying with him, and he's going to land the shot. The celebration for G2. That pistol round means a hell of a lot. They get the 11-5 start.
Saw them earlier. Maybe he didn't register it or thought it was just like the grate. That grate can be so annoying looking through it from either side. But he 100% saw them. They were in his view.
Oh, Searson's going to nail that shot at the very, very least, and he's put Big into a 4-on-3 as his A-side players coming through for G2. Searson, still a nuisance, gets up and above the smoke, plucks Amanek out of thin air. Does get dropped by Nexa over at the sandbags, and there's still a chance for G2 in this round, but they've got to go fast. There's 15 seconds left. These smokes have faded, and for G2, this means they've got to take straight-up gunfights, and they've got to win them as well. Hunter crossing into the site, but Nexa gets shut down. Hunter not able to deliver here in the 1v3. Yeah, this deep ramp smoke's coming in, but G2, they're not like Big, right? They're not going to respect this ramp smoke. They push right through it, and they deal with 3 players at the top of ramp. Keto and Searson, in the blink of an eye, it feels like, are left in a 2-on-4.
Transpire, we do like our fast rounds, and G2 show us why. A quick play through the smokes.
Aggressively down the bottom of it. He never saw anyone, so he might begin a rotation in towards A. However, Kenny, besting Searson in the head-to-head, has once again put G2 a man up early into the round.
Yeah, Tabson really wants to force fights, but that smoke could be a bit of a one-way in favor of G2 if he does this. The flash is good, though, and Kenny blinded. There's a trade from Jax. He was on the headshot angle the whole time, and Tabson won't get away with that one. Look at the clock. Ticky-tick-tock.
Yeah, there's 10 seconds. G2, they've got to go now, or else they don't go at all. Amanek delivers the double that was needed. G2, man, they leave it down to the last possible second, and Amanek has somehow made it possible. Keto all alone, but he's dealt with the first man. Now just Amanek left to find, who's already gone on a tear to begin this one. And he bests Keto at the very, very end. Wouldn't otherwise be favorable, right? And in that round there, they just wait for guys like Tabson to come in, to try and get those kills. Once again, now they're just holding, right? They know that Big aren't going to have much to offer in this round, and they're likely going to be pushing the boat out in terms of trying to find these openings. Well, it's G2 reaping the rewards. Searson is this scout over at top ramp, and Hunter so aware. I don't know how he's ready for Zintares, who was hidden in the aggressive ramp smoke. Hunter has taken this final round by storm, and I say final round victory to find this first map.
This is a G2 who have had 4 days off to watch and wait and prepare for this exact game at hand. Big may have walked into a matchup that might be too hard for them. It's going to be a 2-0 lead for G2. As the CT side on Nuke is where they start. Fast ramp play for Big. Jax is here. Kenny has a cross and he's got 2.
Oh, and he's put up another. Kenny, he drops the bomb with that frag and it falls into ramp. While the attention is taken away from anywhere else, the flank has come in from Jax. Oh dear, Keto, I'm so sorry for what's about to happen to you, my friend. There we go. Next is followed up with a double, and he deals with both these players. He even retrieves the scout, and he looks to kill this man outside. Zintares gets dealt with. It's actually Kenny sniping that one away. Tizian armed with the Deagle does dispatch of Hunter, but a 1v4.
Giving away his position, but Amanek fired a shot, and Tizian knows what he's up against, but Amanek swoops in for the kill. G2 don't know how many players are B for Big. They haven't seen a thing. They've only seen the smoke. So Amanek's about to figure it out. And Keto teaches next to the hard way. Swing for Amanek and a miss. The shot from the AWP will fire off, but Jax has 2 with the SMG. A triple rotate for lower for G2. That was the last thing that Big would expect.
From Zintares has got to deliver a lot, and he's going to be hard-pressed to deliver anything. Ooh. Kenny lands that shot onto Tizian. Tabson will best Jax in the meantime.
For Tabson waiting for Zintares to clear his secret. They're going to stick it. G2 on the bomb. They get off it again, and they line up. You've got to wonder, Harry. You've got to consider.
Well, that's now well for Tabson in this round, but it was never a B play to begin with. He was just going down to see what he could accomplish. And the rest of the gang are going to try and split into A. Hunter and Amanek don't offer much of a defense, and they get dealt with very, very quickly. But G2, they've wrapped into the lobby. Tizian is going to come back to check it. And while he's ready for the first man, will he expect Kenny also on this lobby flank? Next has gotten in through main, but Zintares is going to best him. And for Kenny in this 1v3, Tizian actually wraps on round and deals with him. So.
No one's looking at them. No one's looking at anyone.
Ooh, Nexa not able to get away with the spray, and Keto's opened up into the site. Amanek now in the hut, not able to stand the test of time, and Big, they take this rifle on rifle round by storm. 4 players still alive as the bomb plant comes in, and for Jax, it's likely just going to have to be another save.
Main. And you can see G2 just didn't seem ready for it. Nexa was watching red. He has a teammate main to
the garage. Now, this is pretty huge because Big, they'd already kind of probed and prodded this outside area. So I don't think they're going to be ready for Nexa. Oh, he tries to play the trigger discipline, and that betrays him. He was looking to line up a double there instead of just the one. Not taking it. And now, over in the vent, Amanek gets bested. Hunter falls. Jax is on the ladder. Does get away with one. They're looking to get the trade, and Tizian is there to pick it up. So Big, they take that 5th round. They save the AWP, and they continue to build upon this T-side momentum. Ooh, Kenny looking for this kill. First man presents itself, but there's the swing, and there's the trade. Tizian ready and waiting to grab it. He nabs another. Just been a monster on these A entries. A Big, they kind of give G2 the middle finger. Oh, you thought we were going A. Well, there's this little thing called the vents. Now we go down them. Searson's holding on. And this leaves Jax all alone in the 1v3. That's a bit of damage onto Tizian and does remove him. Oh, the follow-up for Jax. He gets it down from a 1v3, now down to the 1v1. G2, they haven't found much success since the pistol and those subsequent anti-ecos, and now it falls onto the back of Jax. Looking for Searson, but he's ready on the angle, and Searson will...
It seems so hard to know what Big are doing. They constantly switch it up, and that's a missed shot that won't make anything better for G2. Kenny has been excellent in this series, but dropping the ball in a massive round, and his teammate does follow up, but Hunter's trapped in the vents. Keto's got this one dead to right. There's a trade. Big back in a 4-on-3.
The A site is pretty much fallen. Yeah, Xantares does have the bomb, which gets a little bit worrying for a moment. Amanek removing Searson, now going back, doubling back towards outside, but Xantares is there and secures the kill, gives that safe passage of the bomb into this A site.
Starting to give us a competitive one after all, 8 rounds in a row. And another save from G2. It's all they can really get away with in this game. Here on this map, it's doing the perfect job of forcing rotations in the wrong way. Next, I like the position. It's going to get checked, but not fully. Xantares dead. There's still an AWP outside. Kenny here could drop Sis, and he's done that. He needs to do more. The molly lands, and he hits a leg shot, but that leg will not be enough. It's not going to be dead for Big. Hunter with a kill in lobby, finishing off low HP Tizian.
Max has even come in, and he's spraying off at the ramp. He's getting Big preoccupied with his position here. Hunter swings out. tabseN gets the kill, and it's down to the 1v1. He's not going for the bomb plant. He's playing for the kill, and Jack holds the line. G2, they'll take a round. They put a 4th up on the board inside of this B site. Thus far, you've seen the AWP at ramp, and they even try and send tabseN with the bomb back up through the vent while Tizian is wrapping into this site. He delivers the kill, and now the plant can come in at A. G2, they begin the rotation back. Hunter up in heaven delivers an important kill onto Tizian. tabseN and Keto left in a 2-on-3, but a double heaven retake from G2. Jack's trying to get up the vent, and Keto winning that fight. tabseN removes the other 2, and from heaven they fall as this round.
Flash out to allow Searson out of this, or back on this angle rather. Kenny will get smoked, and well, in more ways than one, Searson shoots
as well. There's always like the chance that, you know, you don't have the vents to play around with anymore, but there's always a chance that the aim of the game changes. However, now the bomb is deep within the site, and tabseN rather gets it planted. Searson has his back, delivers that kill. Nexa and Hunter left in the 2-on-4.
Yeah, but surely this is unwinnable, right? Like, no kills being given away. The AWP fires off again, and well, there it is. Big.
For G2, this entire round has just fallen apart for Big, and all that's left for G2 to do now is to put this bomb down.
That flash, it hits a teammate as well. Oh, that's not what you want. Tizian flashed out, and Searson, he's going to trade for 2-on-4 for all the marbles, and they're getting dropped to the door. Tizian falls as well, and hey, you thought Big liked faking in that.
Now they know the footsteps. Xantares, the Eagle. Wow. He's gotten 3. How on earth? Xantares shutting down the B play. tabseN removes Nexa. And my word, G2, they start sprinting to get through the door, and they are going to wish they never made that decision. Hunter, last man alive, and he doesn't find anything. Wait on the other side. There's a rotation from Xantares. They try and flash through. tabseN knows he's in a bit of a rough spot here, especially now that he's lost his teammate. He's going to deliver 3. Deals with the flank almost, brings Amanek down low, but that's a bomb plant at the very, very least, maybe. No, Amanek gets caught by Searson on the rotation, and Nexa, last man alive, flanked by Keto. Oof. Searson even dealing with Nexa at ramp. This round is already pretty much over. The Eagles, we're not even that. It's a Eagle and a P250. And with these 2 being trapped outside, okay, that's kind of nice from Hunter. I would love now for me to just get proven wrong immediately and have them steal the round away. I wouldn't even be mad.
Well, unfortunately, Big, they have no interest in that, Harry. Amanek alone, flashing.
Hugo, it's not over till it's over.
No, of course not. And it's not over. But now it is over. Big.
Look at Searson go. He's taking fights outside. He's looking to sweep this map under the rug nice and quickly for Big. Waiting to play in tandem with tabseN at the back of Garage. But look at Hunter. He has dropped by and gets a little bit deeper than they were ready for. Xantares is able to adjust in time. Now this A play looking to come through for G2, at least right now. The bomb is over towards Secret.
That's a huge kill from Nexa as well. Him and Keto both knew they wanted to fight, but they were both jiggling, neither would commit, and Nexa wins the swing battle. Tizian sneaks into Hut with a kill, responding, and that gives Lobby the way of Big. They had an aggressive ramp player on that AWP. The Searson's now gone back. He can join up in Hell if this ends up on A, but he's actually dropped lower, leaving Amanek and Kenny with a 2-on-2 in this site. Those are not good odds, though. Xantares is watching the wrong way, and Amanek is going to take him down, leaving Tizian in the middle of the open. Amanek slaughtering on this site, and G2, they might have fight left in them after all. Searson 1-on-2, worth giving a go at this point, but they are right above him.
Ooh, Searson's caught the kill, and now a 1v1. Searson versus Kenny. Searson with his weapon of choice trades out onto the AK, hops on down, bomb planted for main. Kenny playing this position, just playing to deny the defuse, and he's not able to do it. Big, they're going to grab this round. Searson steals it back in the 1v2, and he secures this map for Big in a very dominant fashion. They now go... tabseN inside this site. He's going to have his work cut out for him. Tizian is at car and can offer supportive flashbangs to help tabseN out. However, two players have already dropped into CT, and tabseN wasn't able to deal with Kenny, but Tizian, what? How's he managed that? He just picks up 3. We don't catch any of them, but there were players in CT. There were players on Cat. Tizian should have been dead to rights. He doesn't even have armor. He gets 4 in the pistol. And Big flash these players out through the catwalk. And Searson is the man responsible with dealing with this CT push.
Oh.
He's going to nail the shot on a Nexa. And G2, they've bottlenecked at Cat. They've had to stop. The kills just aren't presenting themselves. Amanek's got to do it all on this long wrap. He gets the first, spots Searson, but isn't able to land the killing blow. And Searson's there to put him down at the very end. And now this B site getting pressured. Tares isn't able to stand his ground, and this player at tunnels just gets tapped down by the tech on Amanek. Amatek, more like, am I right? Hunter over here at short side looking for this frag on a tabseN, and the Tech 9s are just doing damage. It's a 3-on-3, but just barely. And
through the door Molotov with a tech and kills Antares immediately. Like that.
They want to go for it. Keto nails the first shot with the Orphans. Tares follows up at this point with a man advantage, and Tares doesn't have to keep taking these peeks if he doesn't want to. Hunter gets burnt out by the molly. They hear this, and Searson, as a result, finds him. And Tares was flashed in, and they're trying to deny this bomb plant. They do that. Kenny falls, and Big, they send a bit of a stuff. Ooh. They get out short. That nade is going to really do some damage, and it just annihilates Kenny. Searson following up. Headshots Jax through the box. Good luck getting that bomb plant, G2. Ooh, smoke fading. Tizian only good for 1. Kenny gets that trade. tabseN here. Gonna get flashed, but he turns away. Searson responding with a flash of his own. Has to step up now. It gets Kenny off the angle. If you don't get all these kills and you encounter resistance, you can go B. But to get into B, you got to get past Keto, and that might be easier said than done. The Molotov's missed, and Keto puts up a second before Kenny gets that trade. Jax and Kenny S coming into this B bomb site. And Tares is on a very lengthy rotation all the way through T-spawn. The site able to hold down these angles. And Tares in with the peak. Damage onto Jax. And now just Kenny left to B. Oh, he's got up and over. Missed shot from Kenny, but Tares was blind. He's going to flash himself back in. Tries it again. Baits the shot. Oh, but Kenny's going to nail it the 3rd time around. G2 to take away was Dust 2. And so they're looking to continue riding on that high. Searson flashed off. Does delete Jax. Tizian here. And the flash from Searson is good. With that kill, he's dropped the bomb.
Not the man you want to be fighting here if you're G2, but you don't have a choice in the 5-on-3. Nice teamwork there. Finding Tizian's in T-spawn. Big know exactly what's going on, but they don't know about the lurk. Amanex dropped a man in middle. G2 going to have to go. The Molotov is perfect. Antares can't move, but he won't burn out. He won't die, and they might think this position is clear. It couldn't be further from the truth. Hunter with the check, and that is so important. It allows the bomb plant, but the flank is so fast. Kenny doesn't hear it, and now it's a 2-on-2.
Ooh, Tizian, 2nd kill in the round, and it all falls onto Amanek. Searson nails the shot, and he deals with the lurk player. The Big aren't going to afford an extra rotation around. And so as a result of deleting this man down in middle, you know that these rotations into the A site are going to be a long way away. So right down. However, you're not in a position where you can change your mind here if you're G2. They try and get back out of Cat, and in doing so, they throw themselves into the firing line. Nexa in a 1v3, set up for a retake with the rest of his team. Nexa, deeper than Searson was ready for, and he taps him out of the round after sneaking underneath that crosshair. However, Tizian, fast up through short, represents a bit of a problem for Nexa, who gets blindsided. Ooh, this decision to go aggressive. It's either going to make or break this round, and he catches Hunter setting up utility. Now falling back, and he's been given precious time to get back into this A site and just go through the motions on this orb. He'll remove another man. The flashes are good. They're denying Searson these repeats. Oh, but he's in with a third. The moment the flash is clear, Searson continues to light up this scoreboard. He knows that Kenny is trapped at Gandalf, and Searson is on for the ace. He doesn't get it. Amanek denies that ace, but then they're walking into the most stacked site. They think they've done something smart, and really they've played into the hands of Big. It's a little bit ugly for Tabson, and still not that getting very pretty, as he is still alive, just about. And G2 going to go back up into the catwalk, but to their deaths. Kenny, 1v5, they're going to dream, and it's not going to happen, is it? Searson nails the shot. It's not looking like this cat play, and I thought maybe we were going to see someone like Amanek drop into CT, but that's not the decision that's made. He just reroutes back into middle. Tabson gets one through the smoke. Now Centaurus has to make a stand, and here in the window, they'll put up one, but that's it for him. Keto removing both players that try and get in through the window, and this leaves Amanek 1v4, looking for the fight onto Tabson, but he's not able to find it. 10 rounds for Big. They reach double digits.
Spawn. Amanek's made noise, and Keto might have heard it here. He might be able to swing this with the Deagle and keep Big up by a man once again for the retake.
Oh, Kenny gets deleted back in the site. It's Nexa and Hunter, the two last hopes for G2. Zentarez up through the ramp is flashed in by Searson. And now a 2v1. Hunter has had a pretty uncharacteristically quiet game here on Dust. This would be the clutch to win. They tap the bomb, they bait the shot. Hunter swings wide and does get the kill. I don't think there's any time now. I think Hunter has secured a 5th round at the very, very least.
Kenny is the only one who wants to risk his life to fight for it, and it might be worthwhile, with a flash from Big comes at a perfect time. Keto with one, Jack's through the smoke, a pistol king indeed. He's got 2, he can't find 3. Keto's done exactly that and more, and Hunter and Amanek now in a 2-on-2.
Yeah, well, we see a smoke. G2 see a doorway to turning this pistol around. 2 players push through and they find a lot. Big, they're trying to sneak away. They're trying to get out of the A site, but I don't think G2 are going to let them leave. Hunter comes up the ramp and secures the round. Big.
It's going to be a hard-fought battle. Mirage is the final map of this series. That's where Big are trying to get us there, and they're trying to get us there fast.
Hunter's got his work cut out for him. The flashes just leave him completely blinded, and Keto hopping into the site makes quick work of him. Searson trying to hold down the flank with this scout. Oh, it's not the ideal weapon for the range, but he's making it work. This scout in Searson's hands is so gross. And Nexa, while he does get that kill, it's ultimately meaningless for the G2 side. He's trying to retreat, and Big, they're even hunting him. Like, he's got nothing to offer. You know, like, he's literally just trying to stay alive with the Deagle, and Zentarez takes the position at Car and just...
And honestly, against all odds as well, Harry, right? Like, oh, I love this from Searson. Pushing through, what a mad lad. Brokey did the same for FaZe the other day, just out of nowhere, no flash, nothing to give away the fact that you're doing it, and Searson gets away with the kill. He almost finds a second on the jump as well. Searson's holding for the long aggression. It's not going to be the gun for the job, but he's done damage. If he can just get a kill here before he dies, that could be huge, but a bit, brilliant grenade from Nexa will respond, Harry.
Yes, indeed. Bit of a tongue twister. And Tabson's not in the business of twisting tongues. He's in the business. They hunt them down. And in this round, once again, a man who's been synonymous with hunting these saving players down is Zentarez. This guy, he deserves the in-game name of Hunter, because that's exactly what he's been doing. Searson dies with the bomb. They're in their own heads, you know. They're thinking, we had to win one map to take this grand final once we got off to a good start. Yeah. And, well, now that pressure that was all kind of leaning against Big and working in G2's favor has turned against them in a very big way. This round is a real write-off. There's not much that can be done. Hunter in the 1v4 might be able to deny a bomb plant. He's waiting in this smoke. Now, he does have like the element of surprise, but there's just so many players here in this site. And he tries to take down Searson, but Tabson's got his back.
After Vertigo 5-1 in opening duels, has found himself 2-7 right now. So quite the comparison, quite the change. And Big, oh dear, they want it all. They want the map. They've run into B off of contact. They've gotten 2 kills with only a trade, and the bomb is joining them late.
When Tizian spotting the rotations from T-Spawn, he's seen a player crossing. Flashes go in, and G2 try and beat Big to the punchline by just peeking ahead of this one. But Xantares is not in the mood for having this game go on any longer than it needs to. He deals with both the players that were flashed in. And at this point, Big know that Jax is in mid, because who else would have thrown the flashbang? And so as he tries to get in, he burns in the Molotov. He's brought down low. The bomb is dropped at the door. Xantares has been able to retrieve it. Jax, this is a very rough spot. He gets set up in the window. Tizian is watching it from the back of the site, and he's going to nail the shot. Big, they lock in Mirage. We've gone the distance in this grand final. We promised you a good one.
It's a fast play up mid. Big, bombing apartments, looking for a distraction at top mid, going to commit to this play, but they've lost their lurker, and there's a Molotov in the apartments as well. Amanek burning out one. The bomb's committed. No one else has. They're trapped behind the fire. Tizian hasn't used his smoke because he's too far away, so they don't have anything to put out that molly, and they're just walking into the gunfights. All of them won by G2. Couple of return fire kills from Xantares, but it comes at a cost, and that cost is the round.
And that's gotten the attention of G2. They send players back over cat side to keep an eye on middle. However, Hunter discovers the terrible truth.
Very difficult for G2 off the back of these two players hit.
Yeah, Kenny has helped alleviate that pressure somewhat, and he's going to continue to put up numbers. Now, there's a second man in this position, and Xantares was not ready for Nexa. Keto and Tizian, there's two low players for them to try and deal with. But this bomb dropped over in jungle represents some pretty big problems here.
Ooh.
Keto, well, dispatch of Jax. That's one of these low HP players taken care of. They know that Nexa was in this position as well, and right now they've got him trapped in this cubby. The bomb's been retrieved, and so Big, they might be afforded a bomb plant at a bare minimum here. Now it's a CT plant, and Hunter swings out from CT while Amanek best.
That player, I don't know who it was holding CT. There's a chance Big win that round, but instead it's an eco, and they're going to flood out the palace into the site. Jax with a triple will get traded through the wall, but no bomb part today for Big. Not a chance in hell.
Kenny's going to attempt the early mid-peak and a collateral. He deals with Searson and damages Tabson. Hunter then goes aggressive. G2, they take this first rifle round by storm, and Amanek puts up another to keep this heavily in the advantage of G2. Now, Xantares is going to get dealt with there by Hunter.
He might be looking at Catwalk as well because of the pillar position. Oh, he spots him. That's good info. Keto's got the kill. There's no one here. A plant available. If he sticks it now, he has a chance, but it's a fake. And why wouldn't it be? He doesn't believe it. Maybe he should have. The orb takes it.
Oh, Amanek's going aggressive, and he's not going to get away with anything. He's given up that kill, and now Hunter gets called back into the B site. His duty here is not over yet. They start to pour in through the apartments, but the lineup for Nexa, he secures a double, and with those kills, the bomb goes his way as well. Searson going to follow up with a pick on a Kenny, but Nexa, the immovable object here at short, and he's also an unstoppable force. G2, they take a 6. See, this is the 200 IQ move from Nexa and G2, and this, you know, really they could have won it whenever they wanted, but it was just like a matter of generating enough content for the social media team. And here they are off to a rip-roaring start that is just getting sweeter and sweeter by the minute. G2 7-0 up.
First death of the game, so Big, very important early kill. But Kenny's on cat with the AWP, and Xantares catches Jax pushing.
Yeah, they're going to have the right men in the right places, but is that enough to salvage this round? Nexa brings it back into a 3-on-4 with that kill. Drops down into mid and into the moors of Tizian. Now, Kenny creeping in through CT, delivers that kill, looks to deny the bomb plant, but Tabson actually rids the world of Kenny S. Amanek trying to go up and above on Ticket, and doing so leaves him in the firing line as get money. And it's fine, you know, because you've got the bank account here if you're G2. You're not worried yet.
Oh, maybe there should be. Kenny has dropped a Tabson. There's going to be a trade up on ramp. It gets messy, but G2 actually get out ahead, get out in first place. At least going to walk through dry. He's going to wait for his team to come in with him, and maybe that was the mistake. Kenny finding Xantares. There's the peek out as well, dropping the stairs play, and I think Tizian have to be first into this site if they wanted any salvation. Keto are now in a clutch. He's been good in this situation.
No noise. Pressure is now on for Keto. Molly goes out,
Oh.
Keto gets the first, but Amanek trades immediately.
Xantares is a long way away from this as well, so Big, they're going to commit early, but if they even succeed here, Xantares needs to hurry up on his rotate, and well, that might not matter anyway, because Amanek has dropped the first in. It's a bit of a bloodbath, and oh dear, Big are getting torn apart. Two from Amanek, Nexon with another. He's not done. Xantares alone, and like said, he is so far away. He's going to have to run. They're ready for him. This is going to be a G2 round through and through. On the fly calls, rather.
There you go.
I got there in the end. That's when you know Big are getting uncomfortable, Harry.
Yeah, it's Xantares. Uncle Fly, as he's known. He gets up into the connector. He's retrieved this AWP. Hunter shuts down 2 players here in mid. And while this is going on, Big, they sneak out through ramp, but will they be ready for Jax, who's hiding up in Palace? This could be the thing that tears this round apart for Big, and it certainly is. Xantares left in the clutch, but he's nailed the first 2. Now, surely he's not ready for Jax in this position that just doesn't exist, and he's not. Jax up on top of the Warheads does shut that round down. Tizian on the other side of this smoke, going to try and go through. Just dodged the timing, but Keto is not so fortunate. And Kenny back in with another. Looking to get even more done. Searson will get the trade, but it's still a huge advantage for G2. While this is going on, Tizian gets into B, and Searson is trying to wrap this one through the jungle. This would be a 2-on-5 turnaround for the side of Big. It's Searson, and get in with a good chance of righting your wrongs. Searson is the man you want, the man for the job, and now he's just toying with him now. Searson doesn't need to take this fight. He might have done enough. Jax gets him in the air. Searson trying to bait the shots. He's from coming in on a lurk to having to cut down these rotations, and Tizian opening the round up does get dealt with. Xantares in with another. This is where Keto needs to come into his own. He's going to catch Kenny moving in through CT. Searson solidifies the round with a kill onto Hunter. Merit to this flank from Jax. Because when you deal with Amanek, right, you're going to think that you've dealt with the Palace play. And even if he catches you by surprise, oh, never mind. Xantares has just seen Jax. He had a funny feeling. He went back to check. And he'll deal with him. Now, Amanek followed up onto, it's left onto Hunter in a 1v5, and Searson comes alive to split stairs and jungle, and they go barreling in. Keto back at CT, needs to make a stand, and he just can't connect the shot for the life of him. They overwhelm him, and now they sit in a 5-on-4. They try and keep the aggression up, and that has given tabseN a trade at the very, very least. But is that going to be enough? Big moving into this in even odds. They don't have a kit, so they've got to be fast.
Yeah, flashing CT, this is so good. G2 don't have utility to counter flash in. They're going to get mowed down. Xantares and tabseN finding 3 between them. And Nexon now in the clutch of a lifetime. He's just not going to be able to do it, is he? Searson.
She's a kill on the back of it.
Ooh. Oh no, oh dear, there it is, he's got it, and now G2, they're going to flood the site, they're going to commit, they're running him down, but Keto has got a lot of ammo, and he's going to be putting it well placed, every bullet in the face, an ace from Keto, holding Big. They're gambling, but they've got no reason to believe it's actually going to be a B play. Flash up Cap, but to commit to the connector. tabseN tucked after 1, will swing with a double. tabseN, what a transfer, what a guy, and he maybe saved Big in this rifle round. It's not over yet, but it might just be. Amanek needs to retrieve the bomb against 4, and it's out in the open. They're all fighting for it. The flash is so well timed, and that is going to be a cleanup. Right now, no smiles on their faces, and certainly not for tabseN either. That boost is perfect. Hunter's in tries to get into connector. This could get scary for Big. Keto is in a very important position here. He's had some good rounds, and this one needs to be another. Finding a kill onto Kenny. The bomb spotted on the site. Amanek trying to find Tizian, but Xantares has already made his way to connector. The timing for Amanek is so bad, but he comes back in with a trade, and now with Tizian here as well, the spot is in, the info is there.
This was an anti-eco and a chance to get an 8th round, and maybe there's still a chance, right? But you got to get past Hunter, and he's taking the fight. 10 points of health, and he puts up.
Put Keto on a pistol. Searson's dropped under. Oh dear, this is ballsy, but it does find results. Hunter's dead, and there's no one there to trade. And Kenny.
Searson spots one, takes down Kenny with the AWP. Now looking for a little bit more. The trade was hoping to come through there. Searson crosses in behind triple, trying to play around this smoke, but he gets lost in it. Jack's coming up through Con in the meantime. Best Tabson on the first peak, and Amanex in with the response. Searson's got to go absolutely nuclear here. There's players going up on a palace, but Searson in with the flick. He's kept this round alive for Big, and now he's on for the ace. Jack and Searson repositioning into jungle to try and hold this cross. Well, Jax be ready for it. Swinging on out, can't find it. Searson gets the ace. This is still scary for Big. Hunter going up on top of the van, rids them of Xantares, man advantage taken, and Hunter finding another kill. It's Searson now all alone in a 1v4, and this time he's not able to offer up.
Look at the chase for G2. Searson's going to have to fight for his life. He's going to have to get away with something, but Nexa denies it.
Above and beyond the Call of Duty for G2. And Searson and Tabson. Oh, Searson and this scout, just stay away from it. He's maybe given Big the fighting chance they needed in this round. Hunter will reclaim one. That kill onto Tiz. Up through the ladder, he's dodged it. Hunter moving into window, but while this is happening, Tabson's flanked into top mid, and now Hunter in a 1v2. He's been so good for G2, and he's got to stay true to that now more than ever. He's looking to isolate this one fight onto Tabson while he's got it, and the nade's going to land. Searson versus Hunter. Flash goes in, the bomb retrieved as a result, and Searson, he's thinking he's wrapping a cap, but Hunter holds his ground, and you can see Tizian's going to hold the line. He's got to do so much, and he catches Kenny. There's Xantares dealing with Jax as well. Searson gets the information that the remaining guys are up here in the apartment. He's watching it with the scouts. Xantares dealing with one on this AK. The scout tag from Searson, and he's going to finish the round off. The force by
out even longer, and we're really relying on Hunter to cut off these rotates. He spots a cross, but he doesn't react.
That Big had that this was going to be a B play, and now Tizian and Tabson, they've got to hold down this B site. Tizian takes the first man down, and with it he's dropped the bomb. The rotations are coming in. It's only Jax left, and Tabson's going to secure the round. 10 on the board. Searson's looking to take the man advantage by force, and he catches Nexa lining up utility outside of B. G2 down through the catwalk they go. They send Hunter into this position. Now he's been so keen at taking these man advantages, and in this round from the ladder room, he's got to do all that and more. Searson's actually boosted up here at short side, and he's just heard the boost gets dismantled. Hunter now knows this is the perfect time to strike, but Searson, quick flick, has rid them of Hunter. Amanek gonna get dropped up in Palace, and it's all onto Jax in a 1v4. Big.
The rotations are far away. They have everything. They have Hunter, Jax up in mid to bring the bomb. That could have been theirs, but Jax now has to fight tooth and nail back for it. He's gotten one, but that AWP is coming in right as he turns away. All the timing is everything, and Searson hits it to perfection, as he often does, is on the exact angle he needs to be for 5 players about to engage. There's one. Searson, how many more you got? Double down, looking for a third. He knows the cross is in, and Kenny stuck on the stairwell. Searson will let him escape, but only briefly, finding 3 and locking them out of this round. You'll notice Amanex, he's going to lose it. If anyone's looking at him, he's dead. And so this kill is so important. Oh dear, as Xantares is flicked. He doesn't get the trade, but it's come at such a cost. It may come at the round's cost, as he needs to now win it on his own. I mean, it was never really in the hands of G2, but that certainly doesn't make things easier.
Jax is like, well, at least they get a bomb plant, but he doesn't get a bomb plant. There's players here, they're wrapping him, Tizian in the site, and he'll mop it up. Amanek up in the apartments once again. He's been doing these B-lurks constantly. Flash goes out, but Nexus dodged it. Will delete Keto on that peak. Searson even tagged up as well. There's still 3 players here at A, and that could be to the dismay of Big. Tizian's got to go huge at this B site, and he only puts up 1. Nexa catching players trying to leave A. And
on this site at a bare minimum, does predict a close corner position, but the repeat from Hunter on the site. Searson's got the shot, he's got the timing, but he's not going to get the round. G2 map, match, and championship point here often ended at the B site, as it looks like they will here. Searson, though, is in position. Oh dear, he's got the shot, but he's not going to connect it, and Amanek takes him down. Tizian with a mow down on short with 2. Now it's up to the apartments players. Tizian getting burnt out from position. A chance for G2 to close this entire tournament in a 2-on-4.
Yeah, bomb plant found. Amanek and Nexa, they've got to do it. They've got to stand tall if G2 want to get this one over the line. It all comes down to this B retake, and two players in through the apartments for Big. Nexa gets the info that there's a guy here, but he swings wide and he finds Amanek. Nexa all alone, a 1v3, deals with the first. There's another man up in the apartments, and that's Tabson. The defuse comes in for Big.
The economy, especially G2, who are forced into 2 ecos at the end of this game in the last 10 rounds. And Kenny, he's going to open up overtime, find that first kill, and put G2 a man up.
Ooh, Searson trying to take a man advantage. He's going to keep creeping up into mid. Flash goes over, leaves him blind for a second, and that allows Jax to find that kill. Tabson does get one, and Zentares has stripped them of another. We're into this 3-on-3. Kenny out in top mid, but oh dear, a missed shot. He goes back in, and the second shot's missed as well. The nade from Tabson finds him. Tabson's just dodged the danger down in lower tunnels, but he goes back for more.
And on the other side of the map, so Tizian, time to shine.
He's got to deliver. He's got to do it. First man down. Tizian traded by Nexa. And this dreaded 1v1, the one thing you didn't want to happen if you're Big, comes through. Nexa goes aggressive. Zentares has seen him. And now it's the mind games. Nexa hidden away. Looking to reposition. Falls back to bench side. Ready for the peak. And he's going to secure the kill. G2, they take the third.
And now he's done it again in the third. Unstoppable. Searson, can he put a stop to Nexa? Yes, the bomb dropped. He turns around. Searson making a highlight reel for us. The smoke down as well. Jax could push past it. And oh dear, Searson needs to have his wits about him. The shots go through though. Gives away his position. Searson gets another. And this is pandemonium. They even have a further B push. G2 are not out the woods yet.
Searson deserves a medal. He really does. Kenny whiffing that shot, and now it falls to Amanek. Searson has delivered massively in this round in a spot where, like, really, I think getting away with the first two was enough. Like, I don't know how he's done that, but he has. And Amanek now sneaking in through mid does bypass the window player of Tizian. He's got an interconnector. And with Zentares jump peeking from CT, he's only checking for Palace and Ramp, because as far as Big are aware, they've got mid locked down. So Amanek is much deeper than Big are expecting. And he's going to hear Zentares. He's looking for this one-on-one. Zentares sees him and beats him to the punch.
Has drawn their attention away from the real hit. It's up Cat with the bomb.
And no one knows this. Nexa's got an idea. He's looking at Cat, but of course, Searson's going to nail the shot. Amanek will get the trade. His AWP now has to shine through, and they're already in the site. Keto finds the kill, puts Big back in the advantage, but it's not plain sailing. It's not done yet. Hunter close in the market. Kenny gets the trade, and now we're into this 3-on-3. Kenny having his time to shine. He's had enough of the Searson show, and he wants us to remember Kenny S. Zentares gets the trade. We're into a 2-on-2. Zentares toying with Hunter, not giving the kill over. 40 seconds, and the round grinds to a halt. They wait for Tizian, and he'll get the kill. Jax left in a clutch to deny match and series point to Big.
That's such an excellent fake play for Big. This entire round was masterfully designed. A fake up A, a run up catwalk that initially looked like a con split to G2. And even though Tabson gets off the plant and goes wide, dying to Kenny, they're still going to win the round. Look at the wrap. Jax has no idea. He's being flanked by Tizian. Oh dear, he's got a kill. He's got a chance. But there's the wrap round. Tizian in the market. Well, 25 seconds. A man up our Big, faking the B site while the bomb goes Palace. This is going to get scary.
Oh dear, Searson hung out to dry on short, and this bomb is still in apps, but the majority of Big are in middle. Tabson with the bomb has to come in clutch. Searson still dropping players here at B, not ready for Nexa, but the A site has been taken. Kenny denies the bomb plant, and he's won the round on the back of it. He takes down the second man. With 3 players ready to come through con, Hunter needs a stand, and he gets dropped immediately. Tizian shutting down Nexa, looking to follow up, and it's all onto Kenny. He takes down the first, but that is it. Big, they take the series, they take the final, and they secure the championship run. The reverse sweep, they do it in overtime. Somehow, some way, Big, all the way from DreamHack Open Leipzig to get to this event in the first place. They've done it, and they take the run in the grand finals.
Wow, Searson, I mean, credit to this guy. He is an absolute beast. Highlighted